Before we get into the video, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I mean, come on, what are you doing if you're not subbed to me by now? My content is fire, from stop motions, news videos, reviews, music occasionally. All my social media accounts are linked down below, and now, let's get straight to it. Okay, so we have some insane Toxitron collection Wave 2 news to cover today. So earlier this morning, an image started surfacing on the internet here. I'm not sure where this is coming from. I don't think anybody has really given any info on where this has originated on the internet, but it's just been spreading like wildfire this morning. And this is the complete Deluxe Wave 2 from what I understand. The first one here, Dead End, which I covered a few days ago in one of my earlier videos. It was leaked a few days. And then we have a repack of Dorito Jazz, as people like to call them. And then getting into the nitty gritty here, Mirage, which I think we also saw. Yeah, I did a video on him a few weeks ago. But now, the two here that are absolutely brand new, that we've never seen before, we have a G2 Sideswipe, which is based off of one of his unreleased decos from, I think that was 1995. And then we have, oh my god, y'all know me, I am a huge Autobot Jazz fan. He is one of my favorite Transformers characters of all time, probably number one or in my top 3 at least. And the fact that we are getting 2 Jazzes in one wave, we have the canceled G2 Laser Cycle, or whatever the subline was at the time, Jazz, based off of the Road Rocket mold. Hopefully it's a new head sculpt, but from what I can see, the image is kind of blurry, so I can't really tell, but it looks like it's just a straight up Road Rocket repaint. And the prospects of this possibly being our first ever female Jazz iteration of the character, that is insane if they actually go through with this being a female character or female version of the classic Autobot that we all know and love of Jazz. This would be absolutely insane, and I definitely would want to get this. People have been speculating for months now, ever since we saw the animated Prowl mold and the Road Rocket mold getting repainted multiple times. People have been speculating that we would eventually get those canceled G2 cycles of Soundwave, Jazz, and I think there was 1 or 2 others. I can't really remember. Hopefully that means a Soundwave is coming either on this Road Rocket mold, or I would prefer just to, switch things up a little bit between the more recent motorcycle molds if they put it on the new animated Prowl body mold for Soundwave. But this is great. I'm so excited. It seems like a lot of us Jazz fans are finally getting what we want and getting multiple Jazzes in 1 year, in one wave, mind you. This is absolutely amazing. Now, granted, it is repaints of, a mold for Jazz that still isn't the definitive mold of a G1 Jazz. I'd say it has its own issues, and this Road Rocket mold, it has its own issues too, but the articulation is pretty good, and I think this does work pretty well for Jazz, especially since he is a cyber ninja in the animated universe at least, and he is pretty agile in combat in pretty much every iteration of Jazz, I'd say. So it does make sense, that they sort of chose that mold, especially with the laser cycle aspect to the G2 line and stuff. So I'm really excited for this Jazz, and the Sideswipe looks pretty cool too. I probably said on the channel a few times in the past, I'm not really a fan of the Kingdom Sideswipe body mold. I don't really like it at all. I prefer the Universe Sideswipe from 2008. I know that's an old figure, but it still goes for basically, current deluxe class prices all over the internet. So that's just my personal go-to pick, but this is a pretty solid wave. I think this is wave 2 because we already had, I'm not sure the wave arrangement just yet. I don't think it's been quite confirmed, but I think this is wave 2 for Deluxes, and seeing 2 Jazzes in one wave to me is it's blowing my mind, because there was one time when we didn't have a Jazz figure from the last one we got, Reveal the Shield, 2010, 2011, and then the one after that was that trash, complete, utter garbage of a deluxe class, the Power of the Primes Jazz in 2018. That was, what, a 7-8 year wait for a Jazz figure that is Optimus Prime's second in command in most iterations that he appears in? Like, come on. I'm just glad that we're getting more Jazzes. Three Jazz figures in 1 year. The Cybertronian figure, the Dorito Jazz, and now the Laser Cycle Jazz. What's the subline of these canceled motorcycles? Let me know down in the comments below. I can't remember the exact name. But yeah, three Jazzes in 1 year. Hopefully we get a sort of inspired update on the reveal of Shield mold, even though that mold you could still get for modern day deluxe class prices online, and it still holds up just fine in a regular Generations collection. I'm just sort of still looking for that definitive Earth mode Porsche Jazz. Maybe if they do an chugified animated version of Jazz one day, which I'm pretty sure is coming in the next few years, it would make the most sense to me. Or a Fall of Cybertron Jazz. We just give me more Jazzes in my life. I would love it. But yeah, this is a pretty interesting wave assortment. As you guys can tell, I'm so excited for these two Jazzes, and especially the new reveal of this Ninja motorcycle Jazz, because it fits in with his motif a lot, I'd say. And hopefully a G2 motorcycle Soundwave isn't too far behind either. But yeah, guys, this is pretty awesome. Let me know down in the comments below, how do you guys feel about this Toxitron Wave 2 of Deluxes? How do you guys feel about two Jazz figures in one wave? Let me know down below, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Bye!